Hi guys, I'm Shmi, hello and welcome back to the channel where today is day 6 of the 2022 Gumball 3000 Toronto to Miami. We are setting off from the fabulous Guitar Hotel, who currently have their helicopter up in the air, which is actually going to be filming the Gumball cars rolling out. Now we thought more of the cars would already have departed. As you can see, it is a fairly full grid at the moment. There was a big party last night, but we've got about 4 hours each way today down to the Florida Keys, to Key West, for our checkpoint. It's going to feel like quite a long drive, not necessarily the fastest of roads, but this is the last day of this year's Gumball 3000. This is when later on we're going to be heading to the Inter Miami Stadium for the finish line. Let's have a very quick look around at some of the changes here on the grid. Then maybe we'll get on the road with the helicopter giving chase, because the footage from up there is going to be insane. All right, let's do it. The last day of this year's Gumball 3000 Supercar Rally. The GT500 is totally filthy, but thanks to the thunderstorms we had on the arrival here into Florida yesterday, it is cleaner than it could have been. We picked up quite a few stickers, but once this rally is all said and done, that is going to need a thorough tidying up. Now around here on the grid, as you can see, they're trying to line up a few of the cars to get the convoy from the air, which is going to look amazing. There are a few small changes though. Some of the cars that are here, slightly different. You know, as you go through the rally, cars break down, new people join, things change along the way. There's a lot that has to be updated, and one of those, if we come through here, is the arrival of this G63 in the desert sandstorm style colour. Now the fun thing about this, I think it's only joining for today, is the number +1. That's certainly one way to do it. The +1, the support car, not sure exactly. You can hear the sound of the Team August 765 LT. We've got all of the Aventadors and everything all around us. I'm not entirely sure who we're going to drive with yet, but the last day of Gumball is always special. It is the slog towards the finish line. It is going to get us to the end. It's been a long old journey from Toronto to the Indy 500, to Nashville, to Atlanta, here to Fort Lauderdale, technically Miami. The cars, the vibes, the feeling, out of this world, but everybody gearing up now to get on the move, and I wouldn't be too surprised if these guys get up to trouble. We certainly were getting up to trouble around here yesterday. As you can see from the floor, we've got the Team 129 Raptor on the move as well. Quite an interesting Supra over there also. Super massive wing on the new Supra. All meanwhile, we're being filmed from up in the air. So we should probably go get the GT500 fired up, get the air conditioning running, because it's warm today. It is very toasty. I know I talk about that far too often, but I'm British. Out here in Florida with the humidity right now is a little bit hardcore. Got the fun of doing it this way as always. Yes, this car, it's such a beast for a journey like this. We need to have a full recap at the end, but this thing is mega. Yeah, I do hope most of the Gumballers do come for this drive today. I can imagine there's a bit of a temptation to just leave it be, given we come back to here technically later on, but I think it would be a shame to miss it. You haven't done a Gumball until you've been to every checkpoint, and that's what today is about. So let us work out who we're driving with, when we're going to be setting off. Maybe we join the C8 and the RS7 here. Don't know exactly at the moment, but I do know this is going to be an epic day. It is Gumballer rollout time, 720S, GT3. Haven't seen these guys for a while. Team Rally to give. So you can see lots of cars, Team Skookum's 812, the Team Woody, Corvette. We've got to know all the cars and all of the drivers through this amazing journey. Team Relic here. Haven't seen much of that Camaro up to this point. The Maybach GT2 RS. It's really funny how you see different people depending who you're driving with and how early or otherwise you leave in the mornings. But yeah, we've got some pretty cool cars around. We've got the flares going off. Adds to the feeling, the vibes. That'll be quite cool when somebody drives through that to get an epic photo. I'm gonna beeline straight through myself back towards the GT500. Hopefully it's cooled down a touch by now, and it'll be good to go in a moment. That is quite funny, actually. That's really quite funny. Take over the car park. Wowzers, yeah, really cool. Right, let's get set for this drive. This is clearly, well, actually this is fascinating. That is a huge car. That's a Novatec exhaust and it sounds mega. The Cullinan is a massive thing. That makes the Cullinan look tiny, and that makes everything look tiny. Team Can-Am with the 6x6, the Escalade, and the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. That's ridiculous. That's the best way to film. That's very loud. That's even louder. But that, when it revs, is Bonkers. All right, we should gear up. We should head with some of these guys. Let's just quickly have a look if anybody here is ready to head off with us, but I rather suspect at the moment we are kind of alone. It looks very empty and quiet right now. I say empty, obviously all the cars are here, but empty of people ready for today's journey this evening. Stay tuned for it, because when we get to the Inter Miami Stadium with Gumball for the official end of the rally, it's going to be something else. Always super, super special. Oh look, they did a line lock here. You just see the dark lines on the ground. That was the other GT500 team who left a few moments before us. I think we should do a compulsory little circle. You know, it's what this car's for, right? So with advanced track off, all you do is kind of mash the throttle and around you go. It's still killing the throttle a little bit. Peel out. Right, off we go. It is Gumball time. We are not alone today. We're with the DBS guys. Looking good. There is the Red Urus. Gumball is fueling up for the drive ahead. Tell you what, it's quite funny. We feel like nobody's leaving at the same time as we are, and immediately we have an Urus and a DBS. Oh well, on the road. When you're having fun driving, but you're following a police pickup and you're thinking, yeah, maybe not the best idea to go flying by. So us and the DBS that's unfortunately got a little bit sandwiched back. Can't see it right now, but it's sandwiched in the traffic behind us. Yeah, we'll just take it easy, cruise on by. No, we're not doing anything wrong, are we? Nice and easy. You might also notice that we've set up the radar detector. I've had it for a while, but never used it, and I figured it was about time I gave it a go and put it in the car, given that we are driving literally on a rally, and that's what you do out here. So now we're giving it a test. There's a cop there in the middle, in the median. As he pulled over, nope, it's not a Gumballer, just like yesterday. Lots of cops, lots of people being pulled over, and more often than not, they are not Gumballers. On the flyby, we have a Corvette, which I don't think is Gumball, it just happens to be going for a blast up in this direction. Things happen. We've found some Gumball cars, the Raptor and the Hard Rock guys, who are maybe to do with the filming, because they left with the helicopter, and the Raptor, or sorry, the Hard Rock guys obviously are the Hard Rock helicopter. So, I'm not entirely sure if that's around somewhere. Look, the Corvette's just there. So we're part of a little bit of Gumball crew. Maybe they're just kind of getting gas or something like that. Not sure. Let's see what happens a little further up the road. Maybe we regroup with them. The first thing, there is a sheriff waiting here in Key West. I say waiting, it's an empty car. I'm imagining there'll be a lot of people just randomly surprised by the cars coming by. Hey, they've got some slingshots out. That's probably quite fun. Anyway, what I was going to say is the group we recently passed, and the reason I'm going very slowly right now, is that they are actually filming with the helicopter. So we're going to take it easy for a notch, because at some point, the helicopter is going to catch us, and we'll be driving as a pack of Gumball cars, and the footage from this is going to be insane. It's going to be really cool. So we're going to try and set that up, whatever is really involved and required to make it happen. So let's go with it. Just when I was starting to wonder if we were completely driving alone, we have a car that we haven't actually driven with yet. The turquoise and black 911. Crazy wraps for this. And I guess behind that there'll be a few other Gumball cars, but we are taking it easy. I think they're doing the same as us, waiting for the rest to get here. No, we're all out for a cruise. I think basically everyone knows that down here in the Keys, the cops are notorious for having a very firm line. So you gotta kind of just take it easy and, you know, not push it too far, because none of us want to end up in trouble. Look at these guys. There's so much of that. We've barely been able to show it on the rally. Just people you go past waving and thumbs up, and the whole spirit and excitement of it. It's really fun. Another Gumball car that we hadn't actually seen at all on this trip. I'm not sure where the Cobra's going. I hope all's good. The way they pulled off, a bit random. Was a bit random. Anyway, we've been going so slowly that hopefully the rest of the pack are going to be with us shortly. Police lurking. There are a lot, and a lot of them are empty. There was nobody in that one either. But you never know if they're there just for presents or if there's somebody in there checking speeds. Anyway, we're going well under the speed limit, so no big deal. We've found the group, out we go. That was perfectly executed. We've got the other GT500, we've got the full crew, we've got Rocco and Jonathan who saved us with the G63 when we were running out of fuel before. We've got the RS7, Urus, we've got tons of cars. This is awesome. Oh, that was worth it. We pulled over for just like a minute and a half, and finally everybody caught us. And now we've got the cruise together. Just a pack of Gumball cars. This is exactly how we want it. Epic. Now we've got to find where the helicopter is. Somewhere up around us, coming to meet us when we get to the across to the water.
Those engines, baby! Yeah, buddy!
That was funny. God, the air is humid. The air is really humid. I'm loving the AC. Let's get back to that. Woo! How you doing? Yeah?
I'm doing good, Shmi. How are you?
Epic. What a day.
Epic. What a day indeed.
I'm loving this. We were worried you'd lose your wig.
Oh, no. Trust me. This is all natural. It stays on the scalp.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
This is ridiculously cool. We are now going slow across the bridge. Up in the air there, you can see the chopper that we saw taking off earlier this morning. We have a massive line of cars. We are, I think, 4th in the line, but there must be about 15 Gumball cars in total. That view of this is gonna look so amazingly cool right now as we drive up, and I love that we're following the other GT500. The Corvette's up front, followed by the G, followed by the GT500, followed by us, then the RS7. Then behind that, it just goes on and on and on. All the stickered cars, all the liveries. And look at them up there. That's immense. Imagine hanging out from there, filming us all driving over. That would just be like terrifying, but really cool. We're now behind the GT3, but truth be told, we've just had a little bit of a mishap. We pulled into the side to let everybody kind of fly by, but unfortunately the microphone had disconnected, so we don't have the noises of all the cars going by or the bridge after that. However, we are continuing now into what looks like very, very miserable weather in front of us. Off to the side it's bright and sunny, but up in front it is definitely pouring with rain. So that's going to be fun, and we kind of need to fuel up again because we don't want to run out, and we've got 38 miles to go and only 27 miles to empty, so we're going to find somewhere to get that sorted out and just see kind of what happens behind us, because we've lost everyone now trying to work out what was going on with equipment. It's always the technology that fails, especially when you've been on the road for some intense days like this. Actually, let's pull right in here. We literally have a chevron we can pull into, and that will be perfect to ensure that we do not have any fueling issues between here and all the way back. To be honest, we should be able to make it all the way back to Miami. Well, we've got a full tank of gas, but have a look around us. Where did that come from? I mean, I say where did that come from? We were literally looking at that weather approaching us. But my goodness, it's like full-on storm now. This isn't a little bit of rain. This is like seriously, seriously heavy, bad weather. What on earth just happened? Look at this. I feel like we're in a hurricane or something. I mean, obviously this is nothing compared to an actual hurricane, but it's completely sideways. You can see the raindrops on the window are completely sideways. My word. Presumably it's going to be gone as quickly as it's arrived, but wowzers. Wowzers, Florida weather. That is bonkers. Well, here we have the Gumball 177 and Pog. I'm gonna go out with these guys because this will be fun. Off goes the Pog Marie and the 177 in ridiculous weather, and we follow. Did you ever think you would follow a 177 in a thunderstorm like this? I definitely didn't. This is this is silly. They actually left hours before us, so I'm not entirely sure how we're not way further behind, but I'm not complaining about it. because it's kind of fun to swap from one convoy to another. It's not exactly often that you see a 177 on the road, and I love that their team number is 177 as well. Suits the car so perfectly, and it just looks so nice. It is one of the best designs of a car of all time to me. The whole shape, the feel, the mathematical side of it that Mark Reichman used when designing that, and a lot of the Aston Martins of that era. I mean, just gonna go alongside for a moment. I really, really love how long the bonnet is, how large the front grille is. Yeah, it's a good looking thing. And we've got Mr. Pog on the road as well, the Pog Dalmarie, so if the police give us trouble, we've got Pog to help save the day. Oh, he's got to look the part, he's got to look the part. There we go. Super Pog is super off. Well, the passenger of the police car is having a little feet up rest. 177 over my shoulder, and then behind the 177 are the Rally to Give team with their 4 matching liveried cars. I'm actually going to back it off a notch just because I want to see them all come past because it looks so good. So we've got the 177 coming by. Must be quite loud, they've got headsets on. Then we've got the 720S. The wraps are really on theme. Then we've got the GT3 RS. So loud, so stupidly loud. Then behind that, we've got the Viper, and we've got the GT3 at the back, but let's go catch up with the 177, because who doesn't want to be driving in the company of an Aston Martin 177, if at all possible? We have arrived on the island of Key West, where this car has been once before on the final day of the last trip out here with it. Well, today is the final day of the Gumball 3000, and we are here again. Yeah, it would have been nice to have some beautiful sunshine and a lovely day, but you know what? It's cool to be here, heading to the most southerly point of the contiguous United States of America, the most southerly point that you can get to on the mainland or connected to the mainland of the entire country. And we're going to be arriving in style with this full lineup, which is super cool as well. And I imagine there'll be a fair few other Gumballers there. It's amazing to think this whole place is kind of at sea level. Sea level rises a little bit and there is a problem. Nonetheless, today all is good. Pog is off, GT3 RS is off, Viper is off, and we have a bit of a convoy. Although I tell you what will be interesting is whether we have the problem of all of the chickens everywhere that we had last time, because there were a whole lot of them running around. Well, this is funny. They're going for a high five. High five with the buggy. This is fun. We arrive at our checkpoint. Alrighty. Around we go. So we are here. Trying to find a parking spot if we can in the car park. I'm pretty sure Mr. Pog is about to break something, but I'm happy to spectate.
You don't want to come behind me?
The great Ferrari jump. The Ferrari, the Pog.
Okay. Okay.
He's warming up. We should build it up. Should we get the atmosphere going? Mr. Pog!
Wow.
Oh, that's awkward. I don't like watching that. The 177 parks up next to the McLaren P1, the two standout hypercars of the Gumball 3000. Definitely, when you've got these two side by side, two epic cars to have done so many miles, thousands of miles. Often you would not see these kind of cars doing this kind of journey, so mad props to the owners and drivers of both for actually using them as they were intended and built to be done. Look, a 177 splattered with bug splats all over the front. Pretty cool if you ask me, pretty cool. We found the chicken family. Aww, they're hiding, keeping away from the cars. They're probably absolutely terrified by all of the very loud cars just driving by. Not helping them out. Tweeting away. Well, we couldn't come to Key West and not found some. Little family chilling down there. 765 LT. Rolling on through, number 83, blue and orange wrap. We've just had a bite to eat inside, very nice here at Conch Republic, but now it is time for some cars to be heading out. We will join them very shortly. There's been a bit of a swap, the P1's gone, it's been replaced by Team Skooken's 812 with its engine bay open, that magnificent 6.5 litre V12, 800 horsepower, and the same can be said of the 812 GTS, which is now parked up there. So looking good around here, looking very, very good. We'll probably get back on the road and have a chill one, let some of these other cars that will make their way down shortly catch us up on the way towards the finale. When you want to take a photo, but the cars have their hoods or bonnets open, you've got to try and close them. The only problem is that the alarm might go off. So wish me luck. Wait for it, wait for it. Success! That looks neater. There we go, now we can get a nice photo of the two cars, like that. We've got the Ferrari. The fake Ferrari, the Lamborghini Huracan Performante that's badged up as a... The owner is hilarious. I didn't hear you! The Pogdamari are out of here. They are off. We should probably jump in our car and get moving very shortly as well. All right, we are on the road. This is now the final stretch down this little bit of a chopped up road. Watch out, because this is where I'm going to kill the splitter if I'm not careful. Okay, let's pop this into normal. Let's go automatic. Let's keep the air conditioning blasting. And let's follow the Aston Martin 177, because that's a pretty good way to go about the last stretch of this rally, if you ask me. Gotta watch out here. I think they're probably just setting their nav systems at the moment. Good old four-way stops where you can never follow the car that you were following a Gucci Fiat 500 instead. But hopefully we can catch and cruise with the 177 in just a second. It's 3 or 4 hours, but we're heading to the finish line, to the final stop of the Gumball 3000. In this case, at the Inter Miami Football Stadium. While we're trying to make our way through the traffic to the 177, Florida things are doing their best possible. There is a golf cart in the back of the pickup. That pickup's flatbed is being used for the transportation of a road-legal golf buggy. Just Florida things. It seems the Pogdamari have pulled over for some reason. Let's check if the Pogdamari are okay. Salut, monsieur.
We are switching pilots.
You're switching pilots. The Pogdamari have the laser. They are shooting the cars. Over there is a policeman who doesn't have a laser. They do. This isn't detecting them, so it's failing. Why is this not working? What are they doing? I'm gonna go say hello quickly. We'll work it out in a second. Okay, after they were done radaring, lasering, whatever they were doing, the entire road, we are now back on the drive. Although there are some flashing blue and red lights up there. So not entirely sure if that's something we need to be concerned about, but this is a little town, so we're just cruising at 35 miles an hour anyway. We're not alone for the last bit of the drive. We have behind us a very familiar green 812 Superfast, a very fitting car to be joining to the end. As well as the green 812, we also have behind us, can't quite see it at the moment, the Huracan Spider that we've spent a lot of time driving with too. Alongside right now, I've got the 177 coming by. This is going to be a really cool way to end the rally. We've got 38 miles to go. We are on the finishing stretch now, the end of this 2,400 mile journey from Toronto down to Miami, heading to the Inter Miami Stadium for the end of it all. I see the 177's wing is up now. I'm not sure whether that's pressing a button or what controls that exactly. Obviously that tucks away completely smoothly into the rear deck, so you don't normally see it. Well, this is cool. Two phenomenal V12s to be cruising with in for the final stretch. We've managed to catch up with the little Beetle. Awesome. All right, onwards. The grid is calling. Oh, yep, that's the radar detector telling me to watch out, because you never know what might be in front. I think this is the first time we've seen that 992 GT3 on the road, and we've got a few other Gumballers here. We set off, I think, with the Dawn way back at the start. We've driven a lot with that 911, I think we've got the support cars and things, and I feel very cheeky doing what we're doing right now, but hey, we're Gumballers and we're late, so, you know, we've got to do what we've got to do. I'm not sure, I can see a Corvette up front. I'm not sure where the green 812, there's the green 812. That answers that one. Gumball lane, definitely in the Gumball lane here. It's all going wrong. The final 1 mile, the last mile of the Gumball 3000. What a way to arrive with everybody. Oro Station in the 66 Mustang. This is cool. We're arriving with so many of the cars. Listen to all the revving. That was the 765 LT. Oh, the P1's just there. We finally see the P1 on the drive. It's behind the Subaru. Jordan is giving it all in that. We've got like the full grid here. This is timed to perfection. They told us it was an SLR Roadster. Like, everybody's here. Oh, wow. This is so good. This is so good. Gumballers, we have made it to the finish line. Well, no, we haven't quite made it to the finish line. We've got half a mile to go. Hey! Oh, the P1 on the move. Dawn with the roof down, even though it's a bit wet and all over the place. Oh, wow. Wow, this feels so satisfying. Look at this. It's like we've set off as a massive pack. It's just worked out. We've got the 488 Spider, we've got the Exorcist, we've got the Urus in front. We're gonna sneak up the left. We've got the Corvette, and look at the P1. Look at the P1. Oh, this is just amazing. This is just amazing. Squad vibes. The class of Gumball 3000 2022. That's what we've got here. Check this out. We've got the line of cars. Everybody here. All the Gumball cars ready to head on in a second. Obviously with the rain, it's not going to be quite the grid that it would have been, the crowd that it would have been, but nonetheless, I see SVJ, 765 LT, DB9, I haven't seen DB9 for a while. Everything just all in this line, all the way down to the junction. All of the cars, amazing, they did it in that. I love that the P1 is right in front of the bus. That's just the icing on the cake. Everybody shuffling forward as we make our way into the finish line with some flares going on over there. We are nearly at the line. We've got Martin Too Smooth on the MC, and we've got our final t-shirts from the rally, which we're going to hand out here. But this is the last few meters of this Gumball 3000. Ready in a second to cross the finish line. It feels good. It's exhausting, but that was quite the arrival. The sun is setting. I could not come together better. This is just unreal, absolutely unreal. The 177 is about to roll through, but while we're here, I'm gonna make a lot of noise and see what happens. Let's do this. Time to roll up to the line. Here we are with Martin. I'm gonna hop on out. I'm gonna jump out of here again. All right, chaos, chaos. This car is now overheated, which is not ideal, but we are rolling through. We are rolling through. We've got a few more t-shirts to hand out here. So let's, we made it through. We have officially crossed the finish line. Come on guys, who wants a t-shirt? Well, we've made it. We have crossed the finish line. We are driving round to the parking lot where they have quite the show set up here. So if we make our way around this way, I'm led to believe we have quite a few hypercars to come and take a look at up here. That was a cool grid arrival. And look at this, we're right next to the stadium. Directly outside, where we're going to be heading inside shortly for the match this evening. Still sounds good even when it's in the quieter mode. Firstly, there's a burnout happening right in front of us. Secondly, this crazy guy would like me to sign on his laptop, which already has Damon and Dave's signatures. Well, that's a big cloud of smoke. Where should we go? Like here? Done.
Thank you so much. Can I get a picture?
You're a brave person. You're a very brave person. Of course you can. I've just got to point out the cars. We've got a Pagani Huayra just through the crowd there. On this side, what do we have? I can't even properly see what cars we have, but I can tell we've got some cool cars around here. I'm trying to see everything right now. Supercar rooms, Miami are here with a display. I know that there is a Koenigsegg somewhere. What's that? Pista just tucked in there. Oh, Ford GT right here. It's a familiar car. Oh, tons of supercars. So they've got a whole, basically, they've got a whole kind of cars and coffee type gathering going on. And my car that won't open the exhaust valve anymore. Dolt. McLaren Alley. Oh, goodness me. I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. This is absolute mayhem, but we're here. We're parked up. The cars are revving. There are so many people around. We're going to head inside actually to check out the Gumball football soccer match, to use local speak. But yeah, we've done it. We're at the end of the Gumball 3000. That is going to be it for now. What a journey it's been. Toronto, all the way to here. Oh, let's go have a chill out, see what's going on for the evening, and take it from there. This is cool, another Ford GT, and also over that away, sorry, off in the distance, is a Koenigsegg Regera, tucked in down there from Koenigsegg Broward, Koenigsegg Florida. Anyway, let's head in here to the home of Inter Miami. Let's go. Well, this is the view from pitch side. Oh, quite the tackle over there. This is quite cool to be in the stadium with the game taking place. The things that happen on Gumball 3000. Back upstairs, and the game is over. It was 4-3 to Laureus. The trophy has been awarded, and a random thing, by the way, I apologise. It actually stands for Drive Pink, which is a charitable arm of AutoNation, one of the car dealerships over here. So I didn't know that anyway. I do now. This has been crazy. Gumball taking over a football stadium, the current Inter Miami stadium, until their new one is built, which has now got permission. So this is all set up, I think it's a temporary kind of installation. Super cool to be here. What a place to have stopped again on the Gumball 3000. But yes, they played a 60-minute match and it ended 4 to Laureus, 3 to the Gumball 3000 All-Stars. Somewhere over there is the DDE Aventador revving away, and also a very bright flashing 812. But I'm standing back because we've heard enough revving for this week. It's time to have some time out. It's so loud non-stop. And the police sirens go on. Well, things are pretty much coming to an end here. Of course, the police force are driving around just keeping their eyes on the remaining parts of the party, but what a leg that was. Arguably just down and back to the same place, but driving to Key West, racking up the miles, completing the Gumball 3000, coming here to the stadium to watch the match, to do all of this at the finish line, even if the weather was completely against us this evening. Throughout this rally, the crowds have been amazing, the destinations have been amazing, the drivers have been amazing, the cars have been amazing. All of you guys watching these videos have been amazing. Thank you so much for every part of it. We're going to need a big old rest. The car is going to need a good old clean up. But as always, a movie is coming. The after movie from this adventure will be online very soon, so stay tuned for that. For now though, that is all. We made it to Miami, the 2022 Gumball 3000, Toronto to Miami, and what a gumball it was. That's it for now though. Thank you very much for your support as always, guys. It is hugely appreciated, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.